Hey guys, so welcome to my channel of Eat'ems and Sweet'ems. This is actually my second channel. If you guys are interested in my first one, I'll leave the links down below. But for today, we're going to be doing our first Sweet'ems. So we're going to be making a strawberry cake with fresh strawberry ice cream, all made with fresh strawberries. And it's going to be so delicious, and I can't wait. So let's get started. This is the things that you'll need first. 1 package of white cake mix, 1 strawberry jello, 3 tablespoons of sugar, 3 tablespoons of flour, 4.5 to 5 cups of powdered sugar, depending on how thick you want your frosting to be, some strawberries for decoration, 1 cup of finely chopped strawberries, and with an additional 1/2 cup of strawberries, 1/2 cup of canola oil, 1 cup of water, 2 eggs, and 1/2 cup of butter softened, which equals a whole entire stick of butter. Things first, we're going to preheat the oven to 350 while we gather all of our stuff together. Time to mix everything together. So I have my little mix master here, and we're going to be combining everything. So first things first, we're going to be getting the white cake box mix and pour it inside. Next, we're going to be adding the flour and the sugar. And the last thing you're going to be mixing in, with all the ingredients already in your mix master bowl, or whatever bowl you have handy, you can also use a hand mixer too, is your jello, your strawberry jello. The next things you're going to do is to add in the water, 1 cup of water, and the 1/2 cup of oil. And it should actually look like this right now. It smells so good. It smells so strawberry-y. And the next 2 things are to add in the eggs. So you're going to crack them. Try not to get any shells in there either, unless you want a crunchy cake. Going to close in your mixer, lock it, make sure you lock it for safety reasons, and put it on low, mix for low for about 30 seconds. Once 30 seconds is done, basically 30 seconds is so you can kind of make sure everything is well mixed together, and so you can take your spatula and scrape down the sides. And then you're going to beat it on to medium for 2 whole minutes. It smells so good. It looks amazing. And that's what you're looking for, is a nice smooth consistency on your cake. Once 2 whole minutes are up, I like to get my spatula, preferably one like this with a really thin width here, so I can scrape out everything. Next, I'm going to take this cake batter and I'm going to transfer it to 2 8-inch round pans. Now I have my 8-inch round pan here and my spray. And I'm going to spray the pan. I'm almost out of spray. And it's yellow because it's butter flavor. It's good for baking. Next, I'm gonna I cut out a little circle of parchment paper, and I'm gonna place this in there with it sprayed underneath, so it is gonna look all wet like that. And then I'm actually gonna spray again. Make sure to get all the sides. Now the reason I sprayed it twice is because obviously this is not a perfect circle, so I want to make sure that the cake doesn't get stuck under here, and also so I can actually lift up the paper pretty easily too. Not that the parchment paper is going to get stuck or anything, but this is just so to make things a little easier. And you're going to do your second pan as well. I actually had to move to a second can. This is just olive oil. So you're going to take your cake batter and you're going to start to spread it evenly between the cake pans. Try to eyeball it to see about half. There we go, that looks pretty good. So once it's all even, I kind of like to shake them to make sure that they're nice and evenly distributed. And for me, I actually like to place my cake pans onto a cookie tray because it's way easier for me to kind of just lift them out of there, in my opinion. So I'm going to place them in there on the top rack and bake them for between 25 to 30 minutes. In you go. While that is baking in the oven, what you guys can do is start making your frosting. So first things first, is we're gonna take the stick of butter and we're gonna beat this until it's nice and creamy. And definitely make sure that the butter is softened. If you have to, you can put it in the microwave for like 10 seconds. Just really keep an eye on it though. And I would recommend putting it into a bowl in case it gets way too hot and it starts melting. And for this one, you can do it on high speed so it gets really, really creamy very fast. There, that's what we need. Oh my god, I just realized I forgot a step. I am so sorry. This is my first baking video. I'm so sorry. I forgot to put in the strawberries in the cake. And I'm pretty sure they're already starting to bake right now, so I can't add them in. Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. I'm so sorry. So before you put in the cake, you gotta make sure you fold in the strawberries. For the frosting, after you beat the butter and make it till it's nice and creamy, you're gonna add in the half a cup of strawberries. And you put this on low and beat these until they're nice and mixed together, well blended together. And always make sure you scrape down everything that's stuck on here onto the hand, as well as the sides of the bowl. Okay, at this step, you're gonna gradually add in the powdered sugar. Now remember, this is 4.5 cups. You're gonna add in just a little at a time. And always beat on low because you don't want all this powdered sugar to just go in your face either. As it gets mixed in, you can start to put it on high so it gets really, really, really mixed in. That's the consistency that you're kind of looking for. Now, what I did say at the beginning is that the powdered sugar can range from like 4.5 to possibly 6 cups of powdered sugar. It's because you want to make sure that, see, I think this is kind of good. Like, you want to make sure that it's not dripping, like if it's so watered down, and you don't want to make sure that it's not falling at all, because that is way too stiff, and that's going to be way too stiff for it to come out of like a decorating bag for piping out the frosting. That's going to be rather difficult. So I think this is kind of perfect. So I actually, for this time, I actually used just 4.5 cups of powdered sugar, and it worked out pretty good. Since the frosting is all done, you can do whatever you want with it. You can leave it in here until your cakes are done and just kind of get a knife and gently glaze the cakes. Or you can take the opportunity to already put the frosting in a piping bag if you are going to use a decorating bag. That is all up to you. So we're going to wait for the cakes to get done, and then we're going to decorate them. Oh, that sound means that the cakes are ready. Let's see how they turn out. Okay, and I'm going to use a toothpick here to see in the middle if anything sticks to it. Yep, see, now this one is not quite done. You see all that stuff that's sticking to the toothpick? However, this one over here seems to be done. So this one is done, this one is not. So I'm going to put it back in for 10 minutes. Now I already flipped over the first cake onto a plate so I can start decorating. And the second one I will flip onto the cake after we're done frosting with the spatula here. And I got my frosting and my strawberries ready for decorating. So let's get to frosting. You take your spatula here and start frosting the entire top part of this cake here. Don't worry about the sides, we're just getting the top here. And here we go, we're stacking them on top of each other. Now to frost the entire rest of the cake, sides included. Here we are, all frosted. Now for me, this is optional. I'm going to place on the strawberries just for a little decoration for presentation. Ta-da! Oh, it looks so beautiful. I actually added a little bit of whipped cream in between the strawberries for presentation. I think it looks quite lovely. What do you guys think? So I really hope you guys like this very first baking tutorial of mine on Eat'ems and Sweet'ems. This is the first Sweet'ems we've ever made, and I really hope to make a lot more for you guys. This is something I really like doing, and I definitely want to do a few Eat'ems too. I'm kind of thinking about making orange chicken for my first Eat'ems, or pizza bread for my first Eat'ems. So leave your suggestions down in the comments below. And please, if you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. You guys can also follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook too. I'll leave those links down in the description below as well. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!